it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Visitor sideline, their head coach. His guys a perfect 2-0 to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. And his guys also 2-0, so this is a good test for both teams here early in the season. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now in his fourth season in the NFL.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Play action. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Walter Nolan in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Duggan will look to throw this. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point of the game.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Duggan. And he fires one incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And it's third down. You look at this Niner defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the 49er
back to throw, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Duggan to throw. On the slant, Burns. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Cardinals, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Arizona.
Duggan looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Harrison Jr. incomplete.
Throwing, Duggan. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Traylon Burks. 5 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Duggan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver run that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 69 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing here, Purdy. Will get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48.
Now Purdy.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The football going back over to Arizona now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 3-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Benson.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a 2nd and 6. Duggan now to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dugan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal, Arizona.
Benson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Connor.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this time he is in.
James Conner
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Detroit Lions. It's the man who had over 1,900 yards last season, Derrick Henry. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's a man, when he gets going, is one of the best in the game, Jonathan Taylor. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Raiders. And this is Geno Smith, a 14-yard touchdown pass. The Raiders give Pete Carroll his first win wearing silver and black as he guides his team to victory. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here and a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Dugan. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for our Cardinals. First down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where you're seeing a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. They were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Duggan. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, counter. And not much here as they'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 34-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy.
Now a run here off the, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That one complete to Tonjes.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a Niners first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Here's 3rd down and 4. Duggan. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Cardinal first down.
Third and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. To throw is Duggan. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 33 yards that time.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
And here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's another 49er first down.
Back to throw. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for
now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Purdy will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cardinals.
Duggan will look to throw this. And Wilson with it, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They give up the middle with Benson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is...
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A loss of a yard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Cardinals.
Duggan looking to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 24. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
17 yards. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Purdy. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 8. A minute 54 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one too wide and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.